Hello! How dare you come to my stream and mention Fortnite? Also, hello! Hi everybody, hello, I am Archie, a co-detective. Hello Karen, Jojo, and Oku. Here, one small thing before we begin. You might hear fan noises on my microphone, and I am so sorry, because my AC broke. I already called someone to check it, but they won't be here tomorrow. So I have a fan behind me. You might hear noises from it, hopefully not, because I have a pretty good, like, I use voice mod because voice mod has a pretty good, what do you call it, noise suppression, way better than like OBS has, or Discord for that matter. So hopefully it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, Christmas during spring. Questionable, really. We hear, it's not spring here, it's still like, is it autumn yet? Hold on. When does autumn begin? Okay, so autumn begins roughly 2 weeks from now. It should be fine. Usually at the beginning of autumn is a little bit hot, but it's gonna be better. Threatening me by saying you will skip cutscenes by saying now the word gives him more power than limiting me. Because I don't I could spend those words doing Don's Canto. Shit, we already are past your favorite Canto, right? Damn. You're right, that gives you more power. Also sorry to hear about AC. Yeah, no worries. Luckily, the worst of summer has already passed. So nothing that having a fan on 24/7 won't help. I will try to avoid like very graphically demanding games because I don't want like anything bad happen on my computer. But I don't think there's any chance of it overheating. I have all it's a pretty good like heating system. Why some go over here? True. How bad is summer up there? I know that the winters are like bad, but I never hear about the summer. Like how do you measure temperature in Celsius there? Fahrenheit, maybe we just, oh yeah, 25 Celsius is like very manageable. Right now, let me, how much Celsius it is? Let me check. Oh, why are you telling me in Fahrenheit? I specifically looked up Celsius. There we go. So it says here that it is currently 30 Celsius, but it feels like 34. That's what they say on the site that I use. Yeah, like speaking on for you guys, but for something like I'm melting. Yeah, I can imagine 25 being very bad for somebody that is like not used to it. In the same way that say 10 Celsius is very cold here, and I imagine it's like 10 Celsius, y'all are still going with like a light jacket at worst. It's funny how like the body can adapt to that after a long period of time. This is pretty cool, I say. Okay, I don't want to stall too much because I know that we have a lot to go through. Apparently, the intervallo between Canto 5 and 6 is a little bit longer than the previous one. So we're gonna focus on that. My team is roughly the same, nothing new here. I do not have experience to level him yet. Eventually we'll be able to use this team as my main team, but I still need like N-Corp Sinclair. I do got Sway Sinclair. What do? You do Tremor, right? Okay. I want Sway Ishmael at one point. But for now, like the House of Spiders, and I have good ideas for her. I think on my rank of favorite Sinners is still roughly the same. I think like Dawn is still on top and Honglu is still at the bottom, but mostly because like maybe my opinion on Honglu will change. It does feel like probably I don't know, I don't want to say much because like I don't want to give people space to give spoilers. Gregor by Bug Goat. Gregor is so fun. I always liked Gregor. Gregor's always been somewhat high on my list. Doesn't help that his ideas are like raw as fuck. I have his like priest ID, the priest of La Mancha Land, and the mask is so cool. You don't like Honglu? It's less that I don't like Honglu, and more that so far he is the least interesting of the sinners. And he is mostly a passive observer. Like when I say he's mostly here for the vibes, like kinda, I'm pretty sure like there's a reason for that. But we're gonna have to wait and see. Bloodfist battery. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of opportunity to use him outside of Mirror Dungeon. And I still want to get like a full... For my bleed team, I don't want to go full Bloodfist. I don't want to go full like Manchaland team. But I do want Manchaland Rodion and Merceau eventually. Merceau. His out is now more decent. Oh, really? Yeah, I saw that there are new IDs, but like... I'm not sure about them, to be honest. Like, Faust is pretty cool. And Honglu's... Again, I'm not really interested. So far, Honglu is not that interesting to me, but that might change. Oh, hey, we have the... His ID is on... This eagle's here. You attack that use some people as allies. Right. Damn, it's so funny that they make him kill Heathcliff in his thing. Honglu ID is really, really good. Yeah, I have not reached Honglu's Kanto yet. When I started playing, that was the current Kanto, but it was already on the Intervallo as far as I know. UID is really good and more so in MD. You can get 20 achievement easily with Honglu because AoE. Oh, how many tickets do I have? One. You know what? Let's roll it once and then maybe at the end I roll it again. Oh. Okay. Not the sign. Let me post what my friend. Let me post what my friend said about Hong. Kanto 5. Honglu is confusing since just for the right knowledge and things is way too. Yeah, like here's what's weird. You know what? You know how I feel about Honglu? It feels like Honglu knows a lot more about how things work than he lets go. I'm trying to think of a media comparison I can give. You know how in anime sometimes you have a high-ranking character disguise themselves as a low-ranked character to like guide the group somehow? That's kind of the vibe that Honglu gives me, but at the same time, I don't know. It feels weird. It's the second time Faust has been leashed by Honglu. I see. Interesting. It was the first point out saying no, so I have been a cry for conflict. True. Like, Honglu is a lot like wiser and smart and he lets go. But it doesn't... It's not laziness exactly. And it's also not like he doesn't care. It's weird. Honglu is weird. And I think because of that, because of how enigmatic he is, all the other sinners are kinda more interesting. Although, one sinner that was like, before Honglu, my least favorite sinner was Heathcliff. But Heathcliff has been really growing on me on the previous cantos intervallos. Because you can see there's a lot of emotional thing here. But yeah, Honglu does feel like pampered rich kid. He just knows. Okay, yeah, that's exactly the vibe that it gives me. That's exactly like the Nepo baby vibe. Exactly, made it out. That's exactly the vibe that Honglu gives me. And I'm not sure if that's like a real thing. I imagine it is because of his like. When I started playing, we know that he has a Lord of Honglu. So, is it Lord of Honglu? Whatever the name of the thing is. So I am assuming that like he is like the heir of a rich family or something. Lord of Hongyan, yes, exactly. So I imagine he's like the heir of a family. And I imagine I don't think he would join Limbus just for like the adventure. Offer the big on none in that update, sorry. I'm still at Canto 5s and I'm been trying to avoid spoilers. And I don't really read a lot of the updates that come like after the cantos. For example, my favorite sinner that I have so far, outside of like Queen of Hatred Dawn, which I haven't used much in the story because I don't have a team ready for her. Manager of my La Mancha land is my favorite ID so far. And I have not read her update story because I've been told there's a lot of spoilers there. So I will not talk about the updates here. About the updates of stuff like the lobotomy egos, that's perfectly fine. Stuff related to library is pretty much fine too. Heathcliff explodes. Damn. I can't believe that we're gonna lose Heathcliff after this one. Which is incredibly funny you mentioned that, Redwell. Because on the previous Walpurgis, I noticed that Gregor was like out of action. What the fuck happened to my boy? What happened to him? What made Gregor stay out of action for an entire Walpurgis match? Don't. This is a rhetorical question. Please don't answer. He retired down. Retired to become a seafood bar owner. He works on Subway now. Damn, Bugman fucked up my sub 5 times. Played Zape with Rhodia. Got the flu into 9.5. Damn, I can't believe the Limbus bus did not practice social distancing. They got cat with COVID. Speaking of Rhodia, Rhodia is really interesting to me. Because like in theory, Rhodia would be the least interesting character in this bus. Because she's the most normal person here. But at the same time, the fact that she's the most normal person And she pretty much, and in Canto 2, I guess you can say that Canto 1 and 2 shouldn't really count because like they were introductions, whatever. But she did have the opportunity to face her problem, and it does feel like she ran away. Which that will also like the entire thing about running away from the Baba Yaga castle. So some characters she's built on insecurity and how she is special, how she was. Exactly. Even so, when you look at her IDs are usually like high-ranking people. If not high-ranking, like they are like Knight of Despair here, which is like a pretty strong ID. Like lore-wise, pretty strong, right? And that's when I saw someone mentioning, I was like reading on the origin of some characters, how to relate to the book. And someone mentioned that like every canto so far, or most cantos, have a bad end ID for their sinners, right? So for example, for Ishmael, the bad end would be she becoming like Ahab. Or for Yiseng, would be him being consumed by the spice bush and so on. So makes me wonder what the fuck happens at La Mancha Land. So, and Gregor has like, people usually consider G-Corp manager his bad end. And technically Rodion doesn't have a bad end ID, right? And people usually mention that LCB is her bad end because she's not special here. And that's a very interesting detail. And that bumped her a little bit on the tier of sinners for me. Knight of the Spy Rhodes based on the fact she was the first person to interact with Abino, but wasn't given the Abino's blessing. True. You can even see in her like, I can't change the up tie, I guess I need to be level 4 for that. But even her first up tie, you can, oh wait, I'm stupid, there we go. You can see it in the background. That's a very neat detail. In the 1, 2, and 3 year sinners often realize their goals. 1, they lost their guide and golden bow. 2 was Rhodia running away. 3, yeah. 3 was Damien Ex Machina. We still don't know exactly what Damien's goal is. But I'm pretty sure Dante's Inferno is like Inferno, Limbus, no, Inferno, Limbo, and Limbus. Curious. And obviously you have Paradise eventually. So I assume eventually people are going to... We're gonna have another round for these people that didn't fully realize them. And I assume eventually everybody's gonna like manifest their own egos for real. At least I imagine that's what's gonna happen. That's gonna be like the end goal of Limbus in 10 years from now. That was what Canto 5 had it too. Yeah, Canto 5 kinda had it too with the Indigo Elder. But it's completely forgiven by making the Indigo Elder the coldest motherfucker in the city. With the sole exception of the Red Beast, of course. I also saw a post on Twitter saying how people like mention Red Mist in the same way that people mention Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, nobody has manifested ego before the White Night, the White Days event, with the sole exception of the Red Beast, of course. It is so funny. It also makes it terrifying when you realize that one arbiter was enough to like pretty much bring down the entirety of Lobcore, or almost bring them down. Rhodia ego is just gluttony. That is true. I have noticed that some of some of the base sinners, they are connected. They have a specific like. I keep forgetting that this is Martin colors, you know. I keep forgetting it's not orange. It's like lust. It's not purple. It's envy. I kind of keep forgetting that. Like, Dawn has like lust, envy, and gluttony. What the? I guess lust for adventure. I hope. Or how? Where the fuck are you? Here we go. Gluttony, pride, and wrath. That is very interesting. Also, I never realized your base was a counter, huh? I think it'll be 3 parts. Yeah, the original Dante's Inferno is also divided in 3 parts. So I imagine if they're gonna follow the actual story, we're gonna have 10 parts too. Intervallo is crazy. Right, sorry. We have an intervallo to go through, and apparently it's a pretty long one. So let's actually start the intervallo. Can't wait to play the game to ring into kid with 36. Imagine having to level everybody to level like 200 with their current XP tickets. As our voyage on the Great Lake extends, the list of things to keep the sinners entertained grows ever smaller. In a way, it sounds like a serious problem, but... You know, Dante, maybe you should introduce them to D&D. Although I think introducing role-playing to Dawn might not be a good idea.
30번째 똑같은 말을 하는 것도 재주군.
Introducing Dawn to D&D might be a bad idea. It's so funny they decided to make her like a full-on LARPer in the April Fools.
정확히는 28번째. 30번이 채워지면 후두보에 손상이 있던 건 아닌지 확인하려던 참이었다.
Mercer is another character that's like has really been growing on me. Because he's been more active and he's been very funny whenever he is. Unintentionally.
안다고 알아. 얼마나 지루하면 내가 이러겠어. 할 게 없으니까 이러지. 백개먼 게임도 이제 질렸다고.
Are you playing Backgammon?
잘 됐네. 그러면 이 갈매기 밥 주는 거랑 꼬박꼬박 해줘. 너희들이 다 질려서 내가 도맡하고 있잖아.
그러게. 어차피 호수를 벗어나면 원래 살던 곳으로 돌려보낼 거면서 왜
Why
그렇게
people
점을 붙인
attach the
거야?
seagull?
아, 출근하잖아. 눈빛이 좀...
Oh my god. Gregor's voice actor is so good.
갈매기의 눈빛인데요.
It was abundantly clear that the cities were starting to slowly expire from sheer boredom. Well, it's not really a problem that has a solution. And I had zero interesting stories to tell concerning the amnesiac, so just make shit up, Dante. People can't prove you wrong anyway. Gregor, lucky for voice kebabu. I prefer to think that they didn't tell him to lock in, and he just decided, oh, I gotta cry as a baby? Okay, I'll show you how cry works. Bro locked in without needing to. They threw into determined nexus for the crying. Putting them through the daily trials of the mirror dungeons wasn't the most exciting activity either. Speaking of which, Heathcliff appears to be one least affected by this mess. Well, not that he was all calm and aloof to this. I think he's anxious. Wait, okay, I think at this point, every sinner has no... I think at this point we can notice a pattern emerging of which sinners... It's pretty clear to everybody at this point that the sinners are going through whatever happened in their past. Is Heathcliff the first one to actually notice that?
저기 베르길리우스
Oh. A frosty silence descended upon the sinners. In the source of the frost, what an inexplicable event had played out before their eyes. Becoming apparent to everyone. Yeah. But do they...
히스클리프? 미쳤나요? 드디어?
면담의 부작용인가? 겁대가리 상실증 그런 거야?
sense of self-preservation loss syndrome.
좀 다물어봐. 미친 것도 아니고 극대가리 사라진 것도 아니니까.
He just wanna talk, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure Virginius is not gonna, like, beat the sense off of someone just for, like, a normal question.
제법이군, 히스클리프. 이 기행을 지나오면서 지금 이 순간만큼 놀라운 일은 드물었는데.
Virginius, put your dinosaur suit again. I think I like you more like that.
왜 나를 불렀지?
다음으로 가는 건 T사. 맞지?
Ooh, T-Corp. T-Corp's the time people.
내가 굳이 대답해야 하나?
당신 알잖아. 내가 왜 이러는지.
뭐 조급해하지 않아도 된다. 이놈이나 저놈이나
Oh, the
그걸
vague poster
잘못한
king
것
is vague
같지만
posting again.
그럼대로라면 네
The V's for vague
약속에
poster.
늦는 일은 결코 없을 테니.
If everything goes according to the flow, you'll make it your appointment on time. You had no context for any of that. All I could do was sit here and watch as Heathcliff scratched the back of his head. I see it's out the vague post king beam. I mean, it's... yeah. I thought we didn't use like a huge vague poster for the start. Heathcliff must be really anxious about something if he's willing to talk to Virgilius first. After all that...
약속보다 중요한 게 야, 너네들 중에 혹시 뭐 T사랑 관련된 놈 손 좀 들어봐.
Huh.
손 들었어. 알다시피 과거에
Yeah, Yuseng lived there and a lot of bad things happened to Yuseng because of the
아니,
corp.
당신은 지나왔잖아.
Heathcliff did Yuseng? Ayo? Where are the fanfic writers?
그럼 역시 곧 있으면.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Heathcliff is the first one that actually realized. Well, maybe not the first one, but the first one to voice voice loudly how, okay, shit, we have to go through our traumas and now it's my turn.
하지만 아직도 이 정신 나간 호수 한가운데가. 시계 대가리. 지금이 며칠이더라?
What the fuck was Dino?
뭐? 시계 달고 있는데 왜 날짜름을?
Heathcliff, brother, you can't even... he can't even tell the... Dante can't even tell the time. Don't you realize the clock is like stuck? I assume it's stuck at least. Clocks and calendars are completely different things.
아우 히스 한숨만 벌써 30번째야. 버스 바닥 좀 확인해봐. 쟤 때문에 움푹 파였을 것 같으니까.
Huff and Puff? Like a big and bad wolf? Or would you say he will be bad?
말해요, 히스클리프. 그쪽의 차례가 온 거죠?
Ishmael now free of her weight, like, it's your turn, bitch.
무엇이 됐든 준비가 필요한 거고요.
이 정도면 뭐 숨길 것도 없겠네.
Damn, Moku.
그러니까 요약하자면
Don't reference that horrid thing. Okay, understandable. you don't like the wolf?
아무래도 이스마엘 다음은 히스클리프 차례인 것 같고.
Can't resist being your smile. Down. Are you calling me Heathcliff? He's starting to feel like his turn's coming up, so that's Smile had her time in the ringer.
그 근거가 될 만한 물건을 저번 면담 때 베르길리우스에게 전달받았고 그 물건에 의하면 T사에 갈 때 멋지게 차려입을 옷이나 꾸미는
You got
작업이
Heathcliff for
필요한데
Yising energy. I got Heathcliff energy?
계속
I feel like Heathcliff is a lot more, not exactly angry all the time, but a lot more aggressive, I guess. Yising, I can see. I was kind of wanting to, like, at one point commission an artist to make like a new outfit for me and have it be inspired by either like, I really like Honglu's fit and Gregor's, either them or Yiseng.
그래. 그러니까
근데 아니 그건 뭐 육지에 내리거나 해야 해결할 수 있는 일 아닌가?
아유, 뭘 그런 걸 가지고 얼을 타고 있어. 헬스, 육지에만 내리면 그런 건 내가 도와줄 테니까 걱정하지 말라고.
애초에 육지에 언제 내릴 줄 알고.
True.
단테,
No
수감자들의
stealing
예정된 업무
concrete.
시간에 도달했습니다.
Understandable. Oh, yeah. Hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners.
아유, 뭐 별일도 아니야.
Also, please don't call Honglu Honker. It makes me imagine Honglu with big tits.
뭐 대드는 게 아니었다는 건 다행이네요.
Sinners got up in their seats, yawn and stretch, and one by one disappeared into the back door.
이게 대가리만 없는 게 아니라 눈치도 없었던 거냐?
Gregory is completely wrong, is he?
말이라도 좀.
Vishigas and Sharon walked into the back door, mocking grins on their faces. Rochon let me borrow her cat? Are you implying... There's an implication here that Rodion pats her chest, which I find terrifying. Oh no, what do you want? Wait. There was another.
히스클리프군!
넌 왜 여기 남아 있냐? 가서 T사에서만 만날 수 있다는 해결사 나으리들에 대해 떠들러 가야지.
그런 거야 나중에 해도 충분하오. 그보다 히스클리프군 내게 잘 보이는 것이 좋을 거요.
What is she planning?
이게 뭐라고?
잠시만! 이야기가 안 끝났어. 관리자 나리와 이리로 조용히 오게나.
Huh. Dawn Wood had her chest buggy for cosplay efforts. Oh, Dawn 100%. Dawn Wood also at the same time, or like in other situations, wear a binder. Don Quixote wore a confident smile. She slowly, gingerly walked over to presently and temporarily vacant Charon's seat, and whispered ever so silently to her.
본인에게 기가 막힐 수가 있다네.
I don't truly trust a plan by Dawn. Huh. Speaking of Dawn, that actually reminds me. If you look at some of the other Dawn arts, like some of the Dawn ideas are kind of stacked and some of the Dawn ideas are completely flat,
기가 막힌
which means she
수라는
100% either pads or binds her chest depending on the situation. I don't think there were words in this world expressive enough to describe the look on Heathcliff's face. It was certain that he had very scant expectations for Don Quixote and her plans, but there was a sliver of hope in his face that maybe, just maybe, Don Quixote might rise to the occasion for once. Don't get inflate her chest. What, like a fish? Like a frog? The Fishmael conundrum. That is also something that happens to Fishmael, I know this. And may or may not be the reason why I want to correct Kumo Ishmael. It was unclear whether Heathcliff's internal struggle mattered that much to Don Quixote, however. Began excitedly describing her plan.
히스클리프군, 그대는 제 번째 협회 출신인 아주 옛날에 존재했던 전설의
The
해결사
rat!
붉은 주머니를 아시는가?
Is Santa Claus a fixer? A collar fixer at that?
붉은 뭐 베르길리우스 같은 그런 거냐?
붉은 주머니는 조수인 사슴맨과 함께 도시 곳곳을 누비며 어떠한 가혹함이 있는 곳이더라도 반드시 배달 업무를 해냈다고 전해지네.
Reindeer man? Don, are you okay? Did Virginius kick you in the head too hard?
특히 크리스마스엔 어떤 대가도 받지 않고 도시의 착한 아이들에게 선물을 나누어 줬다고
You
하지.
said the Claus.
해결사 잡지에서 매년 겨울의 표지로 등장하시는 분이건만 어찌 모르는가?
Don Quixote asked something we shocked to learn that Heathcliff did not know of this rat fact.
내가 그런 걸 왜 보냐?
Don't be mean to her.
그런 거라니. 관리자 나리, 그대는 들어보았겠지?
I knocked on the thing of the ticking clock head. Didn't really feel the need to spell it out for her.
결국 아무도 구독하지 않았단 말인가? 그렇게 부러지지
That face is so pathetic. I want to throw her in the wall.
홍보했건만. 아무튼 중요한 건 우리 히스클리프 군이 누구에게도 꿀리지 않을 빼어나고 멋들어진 단장을 해야 한다는 점 아니겠는가?
이제야 이야기가 본론으로 들어가네. 계속해봐.
본인은 아주 잘 알고 있네. 그 꽃단장을 참고할 최고의 롤 모델이 바로 붉은 주머니와 조수 사슴맨의 복장.
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Let me listen to that again.
본인은 아주 잘 알고 있네. 그 꽃단장을 참고할 최고의 롤 모델이 바로 붉은 주머니와 조수 사슴맨의 복장이라.
I love Don's voice actor. So good.
아, 느낌 싸한데. 그 석양의 어쩌고들 같이 괴상한 옷을 입은 거 아니냐?
Huh.
전혀 괴상하지 않네. 그리고 석양의 해결사 코스프레를 해주지도 않았으면서 어떻게 그리 말할 수 있는가? 제대로 입어보지도 않고.
She wanted to go play with Heathcliff. She's adorable.
되게 거들먹거리길래 혹시나 했는데 또 그놈의 해결사 어쩌고 하는 헛소리냐? 하, 지금은 그럴 힘도 없으니까 일단 5대 달아놔라.
5 honest hits to the head. When the sliver of hope on Heathcliff's face was beginning to rapidly fade.
지금까지 보아온 해결사들은 어떠했는가?
뭐?
해결사들이 우스꽝스러웠는가? 떠올리시게 오히려 멋지고 정돈된 차림이 아니었는가? 눈과 마음을 열고 단호하게 말해보시게.
K사에서 봤던 그 쫄쫄이는 사실
Spandex
생각해도
look.
웃긴데?
아니! 지크프리트 씨는 우습지 않소. 그 코스튬 멋있잖소. 그 소재에 대해 말하자면
Allow me to regale you with information concerning the materials of its fabric.
실례했소. 에이? 돌아오시오 히스클리프군. 네, 아직 말이 안 끝났단 말이오.
오늘따라 왜 이렇게 팔팔한 거야?
Okay, girl, be direct with us. What do you need? What's your idea?
지크프리트 씨 같은 스페셜한 분도 있지만 대부분의 해결사는 멋있게 차려입고 무엇보다 고귀하지 않았는가?
고기? 그건 잘 모르겠고 그럴싸한 옷을 입고 있는 사람도 있었던 것 같기도.
바로 그거요. 본인을 잘 따라와주기만 한다면 그들의 멋있는 복장을 그대로 재현할 수
Do you
있어.
know about? Well, she's very into pixels, and apparently she is into cosplaying them. So maybe So I guess I can see her being good at fashion.
그런가?
Either being good or very bad at it. We'll see.
반박하려고 해도 내가 옷이나 꾸미는 거에 대해 뭘 알아야지. 그래서 그런 옷들을 어디서 구하는데? 솔직히 아까 다른 놈들이 말한 대로 육지에 가기 전에 뭘 구하기도 어렵잖아.
본인이 다 그것까지 생각하여 말하는 것이네. 어제 이 버스 안에 경보가 울렸던 것을 기억하는가?
Now that I think about it, there was a siren yesterday. Oh yeah, on the Mini. Went off not long before I announced the close of business for the day. But Faust said the backdoor volatility wasn't anything for us to worry about.
본인은 궁금했네. 도당체 파우스트군은 무엇을 보고 그렇게 판단하는지. 그래서 다들 뒷문으로 들어가려 소란스러울 때 조심스럽고도 은밀히 이 몸 홀로 앞으로 나아가 그 화면을 들여다보고 말았지.
Yeah? So you took a peep at the
그
screen.
복잡한 기호들을 네가 알아먹을 수 있다고?
That Santa there.
본인도 알아챌 것이라는 생각을 갖고 들여다본 것은 아니었다만 거기에 있었던 문양은 의외로 추측하기 쉽더군.
Ooh.
붉은 주머니와 사슴맨의 상징, 그리고 멋들어진 옷을 의미하는 문양이 있었던 게지.
그렇게 간단할 리가.
It can't be that easy. Nah, it can't be that simple. I agree with Heathcliff. However, Don Quixote remained enthusiastic as ever. So she was already expecting him to say that.
알고 있는가?
Sorry, I gotta take a screenshot of this. Does Tao know?
뒷문 안에 있는 무수한 문들에는 문양이 종종 나타난다는 것을.
뭐?
쉬러 갈 때마다, 지나칠 때마다, 생각날 때마다 본인은, 그리고 바로 어제 그 화면에 나타났던 문양과 완전히 같은 것이 있는 문을 복도에서 찾았네.
Okay, you didn't.
미안하네, 관리자 나리. 본인에게 잘못이 있다면 이 끓어오르는 모험 기제를 죽이지 못한 것일 테지. 하지만 그 문을 아주
Sneaky.
잠깐, 아주 살짝만 열고 내부를 관찰했을 때 본인의 모든 추리와 추측이 맞아 떨어졌다는 말을 듣는다면 정상 참작을 부탁할 수 있지 않겠는가?
대체 이 새끼는 하지 말라는 걸 왜 자꾸 하는 거야?
Absolute puppet. Why in the bloody hell you be doing what everyone tells you not to? Right, Heathcliff. I just don't understand why some people keep doing things that everyone tells them not to. I remember when Heathcliff ignored all warnings and went to the restricted areas, past the area of the corridor. Yeah, I remember that from the mini. We almost lost Heathcliff that day. It was a tad different this time, however. Back then, Heathcliff has no idea what was beyond that door. This time we do. Are you suggesting we can call everyone over to explore the place?
우리 셋으로 족하지 않겠는가? 셋이면 딱 적당하다네. 모든 이야기는 항상 셋에서 시작하지.
You're just scared of the consultation, aren't you?
무슨 소린지 모르겠군.
The answer to this predicament was right there. Tell them it's too dangerous to show them back to their respective rooms to rest up for tomorrow.
그 안은 정말 평화로운 것 같아 보였어.
Girl, this is the city. There is no peaceful place in the
우리는
city.
그저 히스클리프 군이 입으로 몇 벌을 가지고 나오면 그만일 뿐이지 않은가?
It was obvious that Don Quixote wasn't helping Heathcliff out of pure kindness of her heart. Maybe she hungered for an adventure. Or maybe she thought she might be able to do that cosplay of the fixer she so admired. But if we can find Heathcliff some nice clothes to put his heart at ease, then... Oh, maybe we can do something about this before things get out of control. Like we did last time when I was sitting inside and still exacerbate. Oh, Dante growing as a person, so nice to see. Isn't it nice when you have a main character in a gacha game that is actually a character? Fine, but we're turning around with the first sign of danger.
진심으로 하는 말이냐?
Come on. We're willing to do it if it meant that you could pick up some clothes.
뭐 시계 대가리까지 붙으면
Like growing as a company. Like a kind of what's this? Some kind of LIMBUS company?
잘 결정했어. 그럼 오늘 밤 관리자 나리의 방문 앞에서
I
우리가
knew
문을
it.
똑똑똑똑 하고 두들기면 나리께서는 암으로.
들어가라.
We hope this won't be a waste of time. We agreed on a precise time before returning to our rooms. Well, wait, if it's gonna be just the three of us, that means it's gonna be, I'm gonna have two sinners. Will I be able to pick all of it? Ooh, this is a problem. Okay, hold on, I might have to do something here. Give me some experience, please. There we go. I have a box. I can use a box too. Okay. And have good hit IDs. There's a problem. I have the wild hunt, and I do have full stop, which full stop seems pretty good. The only problem would be having to level it. So I'm gonna keep leveling this guy. Oh, that's... Okay, that's close enough. He's up type 4. And my Dawn is up type 4 with level 45. It should be fine. Let's see. Oh shit.
이 소리는 와일드 헌트야.
Can always borrow. That is true. That is true. I forget I can use support for that. A dark silent night. Our sound asleep.
뭐였는가?
가서 별거 없기만 해봐.
한치의 거짓도 없다네. 자, 이쪽으로.
Quietly and sneakily follow Don Quixote, taking care to not make a noise. Are we really crossing this line?
아이씨, 내가 이거 넘었다가 어떻게 된 줄 모르냐?
본인은 다르네. 그저 이 선 넘어 오른쪽 복도를 조금만 따라가서 바로 앞에 있는 문을 열기만 하면.
These are the symbols she was talking about. Past the door, through the window, the symbols Don Quixote mentioned shimmered. Symbols that seem to indicate the sack and the wrap present that appear to represent fancy clothes. So, they're the rat sack and reindeer man symbols?
다른 건 몰라도 네 녀석이 이런 걸 헷갈릴 리.
Hold on! Before I even had the chance to stop in, Heathcliff barged into the door, and we found ourselves among almost getting dragged in by sheer fervor. Are we in Santa Claus factory? The place was decorated with numerous Christmas-themed ornaments. Warm, cozy light reflected off the wooden flooring, and a maze of conveyor belts were installed all over the place. Places... a factory?
그러하네.
Hi, Limbus on her company till Don Quixote all over the place. Hello, Iris. Don agrees with you, as you can see.
저것들은 또 뭐냐? 조그마한 꼬맹이 같은 게.
이보게! 이 돈키호테가 왔네!
Now you see why it's Rainbow's themed.
이 새끼 뭐 하는 거야?
The little figures Heathcliff indicated didn't exactly look like children. They all froze for a moment before turning around in our direction. They weren't human, that's for sure.
가만히 있어 보게. 본인이 다 이야기해둔 것들이 있다네.
You what? What happened to the sneakiest of peaks?
야, 시계 대가리. 뭐가 온다.
Oh my god, look at the size of that thing! A small, but large than the others around it, figure scurried over and stood before us.
돈키호테 나으리가 오셨음. 이번에도 예상하지 못했던 곳에서 갑자기 뿅 나왔음.
Who's this, Don Quixote?
우리에게 멋진 선물을 주실 분일세.
He rubbed his hands, or what assumed to be hands together, looked up at us and started.
반갑음. 돈키호테 나으리의 친구 되시는 분들인가 보. 저는 도도루라고 하옴. 이
Dodoru.
선물 공장에서 선물을 만드는 일을
A
하는
gnome.
놈이움.
Wait. Can have this announcer? That's terrifying.
그렇네. 놈일세.
That's supposed to be obvious? What are gnomes anyway? Aren't there supposed to be elves here?
그렇소. 이들은 사람이 아니라 놈이니까 말이오.
그렇다움. 인간은 아닌 것이움. 헤음헤음.
도시엔 인간만 있을 수 있다고 들었던 것 같은데.
They're not abnormalities or distortions either. There's something else.
도시? 역시나.
뭐 사람인지 아닌지가 중요하겠는가? 중요한 건 어떤 마음으로 어떤 일을 하는가일세.
맞는 말씀이움, 나으리.
Didn't that Dodoru gnome say something weird about the city just now?
나만 그렇게 느낀 거 아니지?
그보다움.
The Dodoru cut in our conversation.
친구분들께서는 원하시는 선물이 있으신지요? 이를테면 멋진 옷이라던가 강력한 무기라던가 맛있는 과자도
I picked the
있다.
cookies.
멋진 옷? 있는 거냐?
관심 가는 게 있으신 거였나 보. 자자자자. 그럼 잠시 이쪽으로.
I don't trust this. The gnome said something about introducing us to the reception hall and led us to a certain room and scurrying gate. This is more like a storage space than a reception hall.
여기 따뜻한 벽난로도 있고 탁자도 있고 참으로 따뜻하고 아늑한 공간이로군.
거기에 더해 맛있는 다과도 준비해 두었음. 조금만 기다리시면 금방 원하시는 선물을 가져다 드리겠습니다.
Why don't I trust these creatures? The gnome bowed, opened the door, and scudded out of the room. Are receptions halls usually this barren? I never seen one before, so I had no idea that it was they're supposed to look like. Had to ask. Especially because it was starting to get pretty obvious, even by my rather limited experience, that there was something off about this whole situation.
요새는 이런 감성도 유행이라는 말을 들은 것 같소.
나도 들은 적 있어. 뭐 공사 하다가 만 것 같은 곳에 대충 물건 몇 개 쌓아두는 게 더 인기가
That's what this is.
관리자 나리는 마음 놓으시게. 본인이 책임지고 멋진 선물을 받아낼 것이니.
여차하면 들고 나를 수도 있을 거고 슬쩍 보니 번쩍번쩍한 게
도둑질은 안 돼요.
No thievery this time.
때일을 잊었는가?
Yeah, Heathcliff, if you want something, ask Dante. We can talk about it and make sure it's not from like from the middle or something. Heathcliff was a foul-mouthed as always, but it was evident from his relaxed expression that the anxiety was starting to ease. Maybe the fact that we're here about to find what we're looking for was a comforting thought. Is that important for you to dress well for this occasion? A rather delicate but gently smoldering earth, calm, silent air. Perfect atmosphere to bring up uncomfortable subjects from honest heart to heart. Or is someone waiting for you there? Someone would you like to dress up for?
뭐 아예 틀린 말은 아니긴 한데.
비밀 이야기인가?
I never read anything about Wuthering Heights, but apparently it's a romance book, isn't it? Don Quixote sighed and loudly dragged her chair up close to Heathcliff.
나는 보란 듯이 성공해서 돌아가야만 해.
Wait, this is not?
굴러먹던 그 망나니 히스클리프라고
I thought it was a romance book.
생각했도록.
That they know that I've changed, no longer the witless brigand Heathcliff.
그러니까 고급스럽고 멋진 옷으로 그럴싸하게 보이는 건 내게 엄청 중요한 거라고.
누군가 그들을
Everyone who adapted to romance does not get. I see. This is about revenge? Like Ishmael.
복수.
Heathcliff leaned back in his chair. It creaked as he rocked gently back and forth. There was a look of deep introspection on his face, which was, my memory serves me right, first. Okay, but... Oku, I have bad news. I just got a notification. It's gonna play an ad right now. So not to interrupt people in the middle of an important scene, I'm gonna take this moment to take a small break while the ads play. And then when I come back, we can hear what Heathcliff has to say. How about that? Thank you for the stretch and for the hydrate rattle. Okay. Alright, be right back.
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did. Sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
Hello, I have returned. Good bot. The bot interactions are so funny. He back? I am! Okay. Heathcliff, tell me what happened.
뭐 복수라면 복수겠네. 근데 후회하게 해주겠다. 그게 더 맞는 것 같아.
Okay, so it's not revenge. It's not revenge in the Ishmael and Ahab sense. East is about heartbreak.
나는 거기서 날 무시했던 놈들도 죄다 짓밟아 줄 거야. 나를 선택하지 않았던 걸 땅을 치고 후회할 수밖에 없도록. 사실은 누구보다도 어울리는 사람이었다는 걸 캐시에게 증명할 거라고.
Oh, it is heartbreak. Hattie. Heathcliff's eyes tremble a little as he picks her name. He mentioned the name before. His eyes tremble then too. Scatty must be someone pretty important to you.
당연하지. 무진장 중요하지.
So, what happened with the two of you? Between you and Catty.
정확히 말하면 캐서린이지.
Catherine, to be exact. They call her Catty.
길고 골치 아픈 이야기야.
이 돈키호테의 감히 그 사람이 히스클리프군의 연인이라고 외치고 있어.
Wait, is that what she's to you?
아니야, 그런 것까진 아니야. 그렇다고 볼 수도 있어.
He's blushing! You can barely see, but it looks like he's blushing. That's cute. He's studying like Sinclair on a bad day. While his position was as brusque as always, I could clearly see that he couldn't stop himself from smiling for the mere mention of her name. That gave him more than enough answers. In book, Heathcliff goes on a mad revenge quest to bring deepest despair to a certain character who are involved in his upbringing and Catty, the love interest. Every sinner had a little reason for joining LIMBUS company, so maybe Heathcliff joined LIMBUS company for this Catty person. Makes you wonder what kind of person she might be, though. Someone that special, that precious to Heathcliff.
왜 그렇게 아련한 말투냐? 징그럽게.
Joby Noda is also very possessive of Catty, even after she dies in the book. Okay. Wow, it's actually some sort of wild hunt. How wild. Now, I do this not out of my obligations as the manager, but I'm starting to think that I want to help you out. So that you're the best man you can be for her. Aww.
다 함께 멋쟁이가 돼.
I don't like that. I heard the door open at the very moment. It wasn't a reception door. That one was made of wood and wouldn't make the sound that I just heard. The sound came from over there, away from us, in a dark corner of the room. Then we heard sounds of metal scraping against the wood. It was accompanied by a howling blizzard. So those were slate marks, huh? A huge slate has made its way across the wooden floor. Ontemices were already on the floorboard. It was flanked with several gnomes. The slate was red and the sacks on it were either black or red. Oh, they're moving. Either with flesh and blood. Oh. It to stop getting hinders. Children just so you can make them suffer abuse is suffered. Some wondering how his books suck ass. I see. I think I understand now.
도도로, 다음 선물 재료를 갖고 왔음.
아휴, 허리가 다 쑤숑. 조금만 참으라옴. 그래도 선물 받을 친구들을 생각하면 뿌듯해서 고생은 금방 잊지 않겠어.
Everyone is super dick. Fair.
맞음.
The gaggle of gnomes who were walking in our direction as they chatted and gossip froze in place upon noticing us.
왜 논땡이를 피고 있는 것이옴?
거기서 수다 떨지 말고 좀 더 오라옴. 이번엔 양도 많고 몇 마리는 살려서 데려왔다옴.
Ooh. I think I saw sex on this late move. The late move made. Oh, he's such a hot anti-hero. I see. I think I understand why some people were mad at it now. No, they were trashing. Like, Sophie was trying to escape. Is that
야,
the rat beast?
모기 잡아라.
Oh shit.
왜 그렇게 심각한 얼굴인 겐가? 저들은 그저 열심히 일을... 거기 누가 있는 거죠? 살려주세요!
Oh shit.
여기서 꺼내줘요! 기쁘고 신나는 날이요. 이놈은 싱싱한 놈인 듯 다음. 이럴 수가...
그런데 저것들 인간인가 봄? 도도로 실장이 잡아온 건가? 어디서 저렇게 멀쩡하게 인간을 데려온 거지요?
Did he say any quirky one-liners? Oh, okay, yeah, I remember someone mentioned that Wuthering Heights had a bit of a racial thing on it.
자네들 설마...
아이고.
Oh. I could hear a familiar voice coming from the other door in the room as Don Quixote stood there flabbergasted. Flabbergasted.
실수를 저질러 버렸음. 저것들을 다른 창고로 보내야 했는데 말이오. 너무 신경 쓰지 마시라오. 놈들끼리 하는
Just a little
재밌는
game.
놀이뿐이오. 아무
As you excuse?
도도루공,
도도로 듣고 있음.
저 주머니에 들어있는 게 뭐?
그냥 선물 재료일 뿐인 것이오. 그나저나 돈키호테 나으리 요청하셨던 멋진 옷들을 제가 준비해 놓았단 말이오.
그 재료라는 게 뭐란 말인가?
I am so glad that Don Quixote has a better sense of justice and a sense of adventure.
도도로 거짓말하기 지쳤음. 인간이잖아 인간. 니놈들 같은 인간. 너희들 다른 창고로 들이라고 내가 나갈 때 말했음. 우리 공장 장난감 선물을 기다리는 많은 이웃에게 실망만 배송하고 싶은 것인가옴?
미안하오.
공장장님께 기대하시라고 그렇게나 말했는데요.
I think it was absolutely not worth
네가
it.
하는 생각 나도 똑같이 하고 있으니까 그딴 한숨 쉴 거면 어떻게 싸워야 할지 고민이나 한번
Quit side and
더
side strategizing. Yeah, sitting here won't feel sorry for myself, won't do anything. Never did.
모두 도구 꺼내라움. 이것이 바로 산지직송
I
아니겠소?
knew it.
시원하게 덤벼라 이 땅꼬마 괴물들아!
Let's get him. Aw. They have to sit there and ever phrase it almost because they're gnomes. Leafy gnome. I'll be fine. Just two of them. Are you kidding me?
목을 내놓고 있도록.
Also, yeah, the music is good. I heard that this music in the Mirror Dungeon.
꿰뚫려라.
Staggered.
주라니야, 죽도록 달릴 시간이다.
Wait. We're gonna get Wonder Hunt next turn. I kept I didn't know that well, I saw it once, I didn't realize. Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
Oh.
따뜻한
I didn't realize that's how Wild Hunt worked. The sanity lowers over time. I can see that. So he gets worse at. Hold on. If you want to use for his coffin attacks, did you use the negative coin? Excuse me? Oh shit, yeah, I had this. Wait, hold on. I gotta... I think I am misunderstanding how distortion works. I thought distortion would only happen if you use your ego. Am I wrong? Distortion happens with -45. And then it picks one of the IDs at random? Or does it always pick like the one with the highest? Or feels the minus SP in general. Okay, so it's always the highest one. I remember like seeing Sinclair at the start. I think it was Sinclair. Sinclair reached my old start once and I didn't know why. So that's why. Okay. Alright, sure. Wait. I did not realize. It took me like half of the cantos to realize how this works. Okay, one of them's down. And Don's the main target. Well. Oh no. Oh, she staggered! Stop! Oh my god! How much HP do I have? Okay, okay, we're good, we're good. We're still alive. Hey, bro. Just win some of these, please. There we go. Get some SP. Whew. You didn't get SP recovery since Cliff ignored Gnome before you could use follow-up. Okay. I really need to start reading what my IDs do. Because this is starting to become a problem. Apparently, something that I learned recently is that Malphals has a special skill tree that you need to use the power counter. Get it? Is that how it works? Because all this time we've been using Malphals like normally. I never really paid attention to like stuff on it. Alright, get him. You use Strider attacks to use it with Chew. And how do you get Strider's attack? Power counter? Why don't have some Heliku moves? Get in the coffin. Assist counter using a skill tree. Oh, okay. Keep killing them before you can see the follow-up. Yeah. I thought it was gonna have a problem, but apparently not. Even if it's not at 40, that's like good enough. Get his ass. Nice. Hey, maybe we should run away from this.
이놈들
진짜
죽일 듯이 달려들었다고.
본인의 불찰이요.
The fault lies with who? The light of confidence had completely faded from Don Quixote's face. So did her enthusiastic voice. No, I should have thought this plan through. Well, if you were to find someone to blame, the bigger fault would lie with me, the manager. Maybe I should have turned around the moment I sensed something was off. You can also use your defense skill again while on your stead to use your treat you for free if you have at least 50 SP. You mean you're talking about... You're talking about Heathcliff, right? Wild Hunt, okay.
그보다
With that, Don Quixote marched through the door now the abandoned slate. Several mutilated bodies trembled around as soon as Quixote undid and tying knot.
진짜.
There were a total of 7 or so people, but they were all missing a few limbs. They were badly breathing, some of them had already perished. Damn. Never seen the sight of clothing far away from here. I've seen similarly worn and torn clothing in the back streets, but the clothing they wore was of materials and size I've never seen before. Their arms extend us pretty far. Is this the outskirts? All this tells me that you just sort of visited different cultures and so.
알바냐? 저것들도 조만간 숨이 끊길 거야.
아니, 여기 이 사람은 멀쩡한 것 같네. 이보게, 정신 차리게. 그대가 아까 도움을 요청하던 자인가?
Satoru Gojo! He's returning in Limbus Company Canto 6! I knew it! I never doubted! He's back! Okay, we need to make him develop ego so he can get his limitless again.
당신들은 누구세요?
Satoru Gojo jump scare. What are you doing here?
끝장냈어. 이제 더는 폭풍 소리에 죄를
He said Wuthering Storm a
끄고 슬픔에 빠질 필요도 없지.
Oh, now I can bring everybody. Oh, but now I cannot deploy them. Interesting. Okay, alright. In this case,
작전 시작이군. 부름이라면
let's bring the heavy artillery.
필두, 출진.
Wait, don't kill him. He's going to destroy the balance of the world.
옷차림이 특이하신 분들이네요.
Dude, damn, we're gonna need to kill this kid.
아닌 건가?
Otherwise, you're gonna have abnormalities everywhere to make up for it. This child was dressed in torn and faded clothing, and the way she looked at us, female Gojo, I could tell that she found us rather fascinating. She soon woken up for a momentary shock.
아무튼 구해주셔서 감사합니다. 저는 크레용이라고 해요.
Crayon?
그리고 이빨 태요.
The kid pointed at me with backed away in terror.
같은 소리야. 저건 시계 대가리라고.
I forgot this kid even existed. That's fair.
시계 대가리? 하긴 이빨 태엽은 여기보다 저 밑에 있다고 했으니까. 그렇다면 처음 보는 괴물이네요. 괴물 아닐세. 저분은 우리의
Very old
자랑스러운
manager fire. Thanks for the intro, I guess.
찌끄거리는 소리밖에 안 들리는데. 그건 사정이 있으셔서. 아무튼 몸은 괜찮은 겐가?
Who the hell names their kid Crayon? Why, you wouldn't name your child after your favorite food? I'm naming my firstborn hamburger.
네.
Or Monster Energy.
오신 분들은 아닌 것
Naming my firstborn Monster Energy. Monster Energy Chaotic Orange. Do you think the people that officially writes the name will accept that? Monster Energy mentioned. Yeah, I went to the store today and I bought like 5 of them. 5 cans. 2 orange that I love. 1 of the green tea one that I got experiment. And 2 new ones that were like yellow. I gotta check that. To basically sold it. Oh. Look, when that kid is like 18 years old, they can choose their own name, okay? The child looks at the mutilated corpses with a despondent look on her face. Don Quixote casts a sympathetic gaze.
이들은 모두 같은 마을의 이웃이었다는 것이.
Naming my daughter Gabra. Gabra is like an actual name.
하지만
And like,
곧
so
저희 마을에서 사냥꾼을 보내주실 거예요.
she used to meet you.
그분들이 오신다면 어떻게든 여기서.
Hunter. I wasn't sure what this actually was talking about. So I was about to ask what she meant. But the reception hall suddenly began to fill with gas of unknown origin.
이건 또 뭐야?
입을 막.
Odd plume of gas, whole red and green, begin to fill the room.
이 용기는 즐거 넘치는.
The three of them, with crayon, passed out and slumped on the floor. Yeah, something like this happened before when we walked right into a room full of toxic gas which killed everyone. Yeah, that's Canto 1, I remember that. Like the gas only knocked them out. That's a relief at least. I should consider myself lucky that my clock had affected by these things. Wait, this raises a question. Does it mean that Dante can also breathe underwater? And that raises like a second question. Does Dante's fire goes out if they go underwater? You like take Dante and dump her head in like a bucket of water. Is the fire out? Hide. Oh my god, look at them. Magic fire, so no. His head in there. True. Gas masks, so they use sleeping gas on us.
이건 도도로 실장이었던 것이지 않음?
여기저기 상태 좋은 걸 가져왔다고 자랑을 하고 다니더만 결국 이 꼬라지인 것이오. 한 놈, 두 놈, 세 놈. 수는 맞는 것 같아.
Oh my god, they're stupid, thank god.
가루로 재웠으니 품질은 큰 문제 없을 거다.
자자.
He picked up Don Quixote, Heathcliff, and Crayon one by one and loaded them to the slide. With what they left, closed the door behind them. Through it all, I couldn't do anything but watch. Right, looks like it's my time to shine. I'll rescue the three of them. No way. I should have listened to Ishmael offered to teach me self-defense. Yeah, like, okay. I understand that obviously you don't want Dante out there fighting. But I do think Dante should at least learn some kind... Okay, look. I know that guns are, like, expensive as hell. And don't work against, like, high-level enemies. Give Dante a pistol, at the very least. So at least he can, like, defend themselves. This harsh truth dawns on me every time we face total annihilation. The truth that, on my own, I am completely useless. Gmod Dante should be victorious. Exactly. If they were with us, I could at least bring them back, but none of the sinners are with me. What good am I without them? Dante should have manifested the ability to stop time. Actually, yeah, this Dante should just like find a golden arrow, stab himself with it, and guess the world as a stand.
신기하긴 뭐가 신기해요. 정신 차려요.
Oh? Wait, now I'm hearing things.
한총이 아니에요, 관리자님. 저희가 왔다고요.
갑자기 너네 셋이 사라졌다고 해서 난리도 아니었다고. 오랜만에
How
심심하지
long have we been
않았지?
here if I didn't realize? I bolted up and looked towards the voice. Then I saw another door. And suddenly the rest of the scenes appeared one by one. Guys!
아이고, 덜 신선한 재료는 또 놓고 왔어. 네,
이 소동에 대한 질문은 나중으로 미루죠, 단테.
Dante, I will beat the crap out of you later.
우선 전투 명령을.
For now, let's kill these things. Okay, gain 1 assist defense once per turn. On use, gain 3 Strider, Mao. Wait, no. There we go.
시연합니다. 소리와 호흡을 멈추고.
Damn. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, I was gonna mention it before, but for story mode, I'm gonna use Dante as an announcer. Because as much as I like to hear Angela and Queen of Hatred, it can get a little bit annoying when you're trying to... like do story and they keep talking over it. You see the head icon of Malphite, that's why she needs to get at least 10 up. Oh, so it kind of works like Furioso, where you need at least like 10 stacks, or 9 in Furioso's case, to do her ultimate skill. I see. Chunjan Starblade. This is its skills. On combat striking once his defense when an ally is about to take nice Strider Mao. This is one turn. Okay, and she gains haste, which makes her faster. And Guardian of the... what's this? Guardian of the Forest. I imagine this was some other thing. Okay. They have a max of 20. Gotcha. I am slowly understanding how to use some of the IDs. I already understand how to use Yiseng Furioso. I am kind of understanding how to use Dawn. And now Wild Hunt, so I gotta learn how to use False. Guidance from Gregor. Okay. False knows everything. True! Hello, Edo. Little False know everything from the April Fools is so cute. Get his ass, he's saying. Holy shit. Okay, she has 0 stacks of this. In 1 assist defense was per turn. Issue mutation. Gain 1 Kyonshu Starblade every time an ally triggers a Death Right effect. 5 times per turn. Mucho texto, to be honest. Let's just kill them. Guardian gives flash power at max. Okay. I also realize a little bit how Gregor works. That he can clash with anybody at any time, which is very, very good. Kind of like interrupt people that are struggling with his own skills. Very good. And he also works best at low speed because of that, apparently. Okay. I need to find the CEO and talk about why they're giving us Identity Ticket 1 at Kanto like 5. You can only build stack of that when you actually trigger this defense part of the fight. Okay, gotcha. Malphite is a little bit confusing, but even if I use her in win rate, she seems pretty good. Don't really work on the focus fights. Okay. I don't understand exactly how assist defense works yet.
뒷문으로 들어왔소.
버스 내부에서 관리자를 포함한 3명의 신호가 감지되지 않더군요.
그 즉시 수감자 전원을 대동한 수색이 진행되었어.
Faust, are you always monitoring Dante?
쉬라고 보낸 지 몇 분이나 됐다고. 이러면 곤란해, 단테.
아무리 관리자님이라고 해도 이런 단독 행동은 큰 위험을 초래합니다.
Even Altus cannot glaze this one. How did you guys find us?
나의 추측이었어. 히스클리프 군은 시종일관 불안한 상태였지. 전후 상황을 고려하면 T사에 도착하기 전에 준비해야 할 것이 있는 것 같았어.
You're so smart, you're saying.
동키호테 양은 이전 버스 경기가
Yeah, even Altus was like, damn manager, I love you, but that's a massive L. Someone's getting hit by an opposed attack to use her assist defense to block it. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
나와 파우스트 양에게 도시에서 흔히 쓰이는 기호에 대한 설명이 묶인 책을 요구했어.
네, 파우스트가 몇 권 대여해 주었습니다.
동키호테 양은 내내 내 옆에서 그 책을 읽으며 흥분된 표정으로 책을 뒤적거렸어. 나의 컨디션이 좋지 않아 말을 걸지는 못했으나
Yeah, that's fair, Yi.
코스프레, 복장, 주머니 등의 단어를 계속 중얼거렸지. 이상의 일들을 종합하면 돈키호테 양은 버스의 경보에서 뭔가 자신을 혹하게 하는 기호를 찾았고
문의 위치는 파우스트가 알고 있었기 때문에 결과적으로 이 공간에 도착할 수 있었습니다.
Aren't they so smart? They should get married and have like the smartest children in the city.
문까지 가는 동안 복도에 있던 존재들과 전투를
We engaged several entities. Did y'all just come here like cleaning shop?
그나마 조무래기들이니까 다행이었지. 그런 상황에서 수감자가 사망하기라도 한다면 연구자 이해하셨나요? 관리자님이 없는 상황에서 일어나는 전투는 저희에게 지극히 위험합니다.
복도 어딘가에서 시체가 되어 영영 되살아나지 못할 수도 있었다.
Even more so, damn.
관리자님의 단독 행동이 얼마나 큰 위험인지, 그리고 책임이 얼마나 중한지
Dante humiliation
숙지해 주시면
circle.
좋겠군요. 관리자님은 반드시 살아남아야만 합니다. 아시겠습니까?
I never seen Aldous look at me like that. Her gaze was cold and ruthless.
이번엔 운이 좋았던 것입니다, 단테.
Damn.
애초에 그 기회의 나열은
Good thing you have a cloth for a face. Otherwise,
아니었고요.
really sorry. I don't know what else to say.
이 정도로 해두죠. 그보다
그렇네요. 돈키호테 히스클리프.
Yes, his defense being the only reliable way to gain stack against views. So it is a good idea if I am using Malfaust to like trigger her power counter, and after doing that, having someone else take an unopposed attack, right? Is that what the intended use is of Malfaust? Turn 1 power counter to trigger the assist defense. Okay, I'm gonna experiment next time, but I think at this point we're not fighting enemies that are strong enough for that. Noting exactly how the events transpire.
잘도 살아 있었네. 관리자 양반. 나까지 덧붙이기엔
Oh, thank you,
충분히
Gregor.
들었을 거라 생각하고 덧붙이지 않겠어.
어이, 여기는 도시의 어느 구역이지? 이 추위를 봐서는
I think it's the
이곳은
outskirts.
도시가 아닙니다.
Oh, I knew it.
아니, 그게 무슨 말이야?
단어 그대로 해석하시면 됩니다. 저기 널브러져 있는 노움이라는 지성체들은
Okay, so good to know that there are people surviving in the outskirts. So it's not all... It's not all bad.
흔히
Okay.
외곽의 괴물이라고 불리는 존재입니다.
I mean, sure, it's bad, but I still like surviving people. Gotcha.
호수에서 그렇게 질리도록 싸워놓고 또 괴물이야?
They weren't exactly like the whales, so you could communicate with the gnomes. They were just like people, except smaller.
외곽의 다른 지역과 존재들이라니. 상황만 여유로웠다면 마음 놓고 탐구했겠네요. 그런데 이곳은 전반적으로
Oh, Ishmael wants adventure so much. So badly.
여기가 외곽이라면 왔던 길로 돌아갈 수 있는 거겠죠?
저희가 들어온 문이 닫히지만 않는다면요.
아직은 열려 있는 것 같다.
만약에
뜻밖의 여정이 시작되겠죠. 외곽에서 도시까지 직접 돌아가야 할 테니 기나긴 여정이 되겠죠.
Well, we better go fast then.
여기서 무슨 소리가 자꾸
Oh, there they are again.
여기 노다지가 걸어다니고 있음.
Or if you have the other 2 mouse, then she'll get her stacks much faster.
이쪽 뒤로 오시죠.
Ah, okay. I guess this is what makes like the Hare show team one of the strongest teams from what I'm seeing everybody say. Oh shit, there's more of them. Hey, bro. Then again, I don't think it's gonna be kind of hard for you to get stacked, so... At the very least...
해고 감흥도 증폭.
At the very least, use a flower. Ooh. How is Ryoshi losing? Damn, girl. How the fuck? Bullet. You have 4 bullets. A gun with 1 bullet.
사고될 시간이다. 잔무에.
Damn. Seeing Ryoshi just pull a gun on someone else so funny. You know, considering that guns are banned in the city, or at least heavily regulated, are you basically fucked if you manifest your ego as a gun? That means you're either gonna have like that. Either someone's gonna like confiscate an eagle from you, or they're gonna send the cloud to crush your head in. Ooh. Not really, guns can still be useful. Yeah, I know they're useful, but it's more like the... They are heavily regulated in the city, right? Like, it's really... You need special permits to craft them. The bullets are also, like, very expensive. It's more like the head seeing that and like, oh, you got this gun not with the correct means. You'll be fine. I guess if they understand that the gun is it's ego specifically. Okay. I would. It's funny because I would imagine that the head would not like the idea of people distorting and manifesting ego because of the implications of that. But maybe they have their head too high up on their asses for this to be a worry for them.
희한한 말투를 쓰는 것 빼곤 이 정도로 말이 통하는 괴물. 아니, 괴물이라고 말하는 게 맞을까요?
Ego
정의하기 나름입니다. 누군가는 괴물이라고 말할 테고 누군가는 다른 종족이라고 하겠죠.
Some people are still humans. Yeah, I understand that they are humans. It's more that like, I would assume that wasn't part of the goal of the White Knights and Ain's and Carmen's goal to give people the potential to eventually somehow taste the head? Or am I making this up?
역시 오늘도 맞는 말씀만을 하시는군요, 관리자님.
Oh, the glaze is back. Thank God.
평소 우리의 작전을 진행하는 것보다 위험도가 높다. 관리자의 신변을 보호하기 위해서는 좀 더 체계적인 계획을.
뭐 제일 쉬운 방법은 그 둘을 버리고 가는 거긴 하지만 그게 최선은 아니니까요.
Ishmael kicked open the door and Tigdolus rushed in front. Sorta, but this is the head we're talking about. Yeah, exactly. I guess they don't see it as a threat. If they are right or wrong, I guess we're gonna have to wait until like Paradiso to find out.
가요. 관리자님도 지키고 그 둘도 구하면 되잖아요.
Oh, let's go. My girl's taking the lead.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다.
Give me the money.
의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
X cleared. Huh. I have a box. There we go. I live in a goddamn box.
채워지지 않을 공허를 남겨주지.
If they show up, you're kind of done. Yeah, 1 arbiter for Lobcorp.
당신 짝패군요. 틈을 끊어.
Wait, do we know how many arbiters and claws are there?
소리와 호흡을 멈춰.
I would assume not that many. And I would also assume it's not easy to like make one. But I guess at this point, like, there is no use worrying about these things. Surely, fuck, my Wi-Fi is cheating. It's fine. Surely, at no point, Limbus Company is gonna break any of the taboos to worry about that, right? We're fine.
사고될 시간이다.
It will be okay.
펜.
Oh, nice. There are probably quite a few claws, yeah. But I guess claws are like a level below the arbiters, right?
당신
At least that's the impression that Lobcorp gave me. That arbiters are like the as high as you can go, or like the highest when it comes to like power scaling, and then right below them is the claws.
여기 심장이 잠깐짜리 대기.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
여기 심장이
좋아. 코이.
코이. Oh my god, there's just 2 of them. They're so cooked. Oh, that's all? I thought we were gonna shoot more. There we go.
펜.
Reloading.
올인이었나요?
Easy. Where are our sinners? Shit, what happened to Crayon?
모처럼 괜찮은 예술을 보나 했더니 벌써
Oh, that was just a fight? Huh.
방지할 사고도 해야 할 뒤처리.
Curious.
돌아가지.
이번에 읽어줄 동화책은 이것.
It's been a while since we got a node that was like just a fight. I thought they stopped that from after Kento 4. Guess not.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
Actually, does have a camera burst. Yeah, but the crayon, we're gonna take the apples. We're not getting the apples again. The golden apple is, well, not gone because like it is an abnormality, so can't be really gone.
당신 짝패군요.
I can't wait until they add because I remember the. I do remember that the CEO mentioned in one of the updates that they wanna make a section where you can look at the enemies and the abnormalities and actually read the logs without needing to face them. I can't wait until they add that. There's so many abnormalities I wanna check. I wanna read more about. What enemies are there? Okay, that's all of them. I also really have to watch the videos on the April Fools from previous years. Ah, they wish I was stabbed by the body swap.
소리와 호흡을 멈추고.
Damn. That's so cool. I really love the Yai style, Lei style. Lai. Body swap was speak. Oh yeah.
시연합니다.
I do think that at one point, more to the end of Inferno, probably after Kanto 12, after Faust's Kanto, I think we're gonna have like a villain swap. A villain. Sorry, my brain is not processing. Give me a moment. A villain swap April Fools. Alright, as he got Furioso. Go Furioso for the gnomes. Undeserving. That attack is OP on Mirror Dungeon if you don't kill them in 1 coin, reuse it. Oh, nice! More Enkephaling. For whom the gnome stack. For whom the gnome stack.
나와서 보니까 뭔가 여긴
Yeah?
공장 가꾸려 선물을 만드는 것인가?
아, 이런 식으로 선물 자체를 만들어내는 공장도 있었나 보군요.
1 coin wonders.
크리스마스 장식도 한가득이네요. 아직 크리스마스 때까지는 시간이 좀 남았는데.
Sinclair looked to the ground with a somber expression. I didn't need to ask how he was feeling. Yeah.
괴물끼리 크리스마스 선물이라도 나누는 걸까요?
그렇게 친절해 보이지는
I imagine this is not a good experience for Sinclair.
도시 어딘가의 날개에서 외곽에 있는 공장에 하청을 맡겼을 가능성도 있다.
I wanted to say no chance, but the city and the wings that we were experiencing so far were... Yeah, I can see that. There was a non-zero chance of that being the case. True. The city currently is a little bit not good. Right, how many of you I have to kill? 10? Let's go. Sinclair's Scramble is just free PTSD day. Yeah!
돌아가라.
Sinclair straight up not having a good time here. I imagine Sinclair walking to this and saying, "Fucked off my Kanto again!" Got him.
앞을 밝히지. 후회할 것이 잘 보이도록.
Oh. Damn, y'all weak as fuck. It. Isn't it funny to keep equipping Cromer Faust just before you even saw her back Kanto 1 and 2? I mean, I thought she looked cool. Your hesitation to give you the best PSP every time. Look, I may be a manager, but I am not a mind reader. If they don't tell me that the Grippy Faust gives them to PTSD, I'm the Grippy Faust stay on the team. Oh, let's go. I love when she fans the hammer. Oh, he's dead. This music though. I think this is the music that plays during the chicken fight in the mirror dungeon. Because I'm pretty sure I heard it before. Wait, no, I just realized. There is a Santa Claus or a Christmas themed pack in the Beaver Dungeon. I hate the gripping title so much. Why? You don't like when Faust grips or when Sinclair grips? Sorry, Sinclair will grip. Spend some time battling gnomes and trashing the gift factory. The gift factory. We soon realized the gifts, the conveyor belts, were moving more into average gifts.
발인가? 발이 그려져 있는 표지판은 왜 저기에 붙어 있는 거야?
이쪽은 눈알이 그려져 있어.
이
Oh.
선물들의
Big
성분은
gripping
통상적인
versus
그 물체를 구성하는 재료들이 아닌 것으로 추측됩니다.
Incredible things are happening. Big things happening in chat today.
형태는 곰인형, 크랙파스, 장난감 기차 따위지만 단백질과 인의 함유율이 유독 높습니다. 꼬마 전구나 장식 소품들을
Oh, so they are making toys, but making toys using the bodies of people, huh?
주워 걸어둔 것 같네요.
뻔하지. 사선.
Good morning, fucking head.
사람으로 만든
Okay, thank you, Sinclair.
뭐든지 사람을 갖고 해결하는 건 외곽이나 도시나 똑같네.
중요한 건 누구를 위한 선물인가.
Now you're asking the real questions here.
누가 이런 걸 받고 싶어 하겠어요.
And the title is supposed to be menacing. I do
부자들은
wonder, like,
이런
maybe it's the
가진
case of a
놈들이
word
있기만
that has a completely different connotation in Korean than it has in English, because in English it's just so funny of a title.
그 사람으로 선물을 만드는 거라면
He's
히스클리프
even
씨와
close.
돈키호테 씨도
Yeah.
선물이 되는 건가요?
Like, okay, I do think that, like, the one with shall grip, depending on the context, can sound cool. Like the one with shall grip a sword, for example. Or shall... I guess grasp would be... Yeah, grasp would be much better as a word to use. You know? The one who grasps, or the one who would grasp. That kind of stuff.
한시가 급하게 꾸려.
Oh. I will have to... I'm gonna have to leave for a couple of minutes. I will play the ads so the thing, so like it doesn't play again. I'll be right back in like 5 minutes. So we're gonna have to... That's someone calling me. Be right back.
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did. boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did. Sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did. Sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did. boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did. Sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did. Sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
Everything's going wrong, sorry. Hello, everybody. Oh my god, I am so sorry for not being here. Hello, thank you for the raid, Morgana. Hello, everybody. I am Archie, a co-detective. Oh, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. If you need to like, sorry, take a break or go to the bathroom, grab some water, feel free. You good boy. I wasn't pissy. Thank you for the 20. Streak still. Morgana, thank you so much. I'm sorry for not being here. But yeah, so long story short, one of my, what do you call it in English? Cousins? One of my cousins like was like around because he was visiting my aunt, and he decided to stop by just to like say hi and speak a little, and it caught me off guard, so I had to go out there and like talk to him, and yeah, I had to rush back because I heard people knocking. Like, who's knocking at this time? I wasn't expecting anybody. But yeah, he just came in, wanted to talk some shit, seeing how everybody was doing. And now he's going, because like he lives in another state, so he's going back to another state. So we're back. Don't worry, I was edging out my chat waiting for you. Of course you would, and I'm sure your chat loved it. What's the saying again? Long time bidder, first time buster? Isn't that how they say it?
선물이 미리 되지 않았다는 가정에서 그들이 있을 확률이 제일 높은 곳을 알 수 있다.
I forget my... No, here it is. Forgot my phone. I'll go to sleep, watch the rest of VOD. No worries, thank you for showing up, Oku. Hope you have a good night. Yeah, we are on Intervallo 3 of Limbus Company between Canto 5 and 6. We broke into Santa's factory and we're killing the gnomes inside. But it's okay because Santa is evil.
저곳에 선물 제작소라는 간판이 붙어 있다.
Ooh. Yep, that sounds like a place where... Also, 2 of our seniors got kidnapped. So... yeah. Hopefully you can bring them back. Oh, nice. For whom the gnomes spec. Yeah, still cannot apply either Dawn or Heathcliff. Well, that's a problem. That is an issue. But luckily for us... Why are you struggling, girl? How are you struggling? Malfaust, you are one of the, if not the strongest idea in the game. What do you mean you are struggling? These are gnomes, you weren't even fighting like the big gnome. Oh, nice. You know, I wonder if at one point they're gonna release a feature to like speed up combat, like the 2x times from Tamihoyo games. I only ask that because the game is like paced well enough, the combat. I don't think the combat is slow or anything like that. I just think it would be funny to see a lot of these animations in twice the speed. I think seeing something like Furioso at twice the speed would be incredibly funny. Wait, is holy shit, he's getting his ass kicked. Bro is suffering. Let's go. Cast my gal.
좋아. 코이. 헛.
Gal. Beat this. Are these the last 5 enemies? Yes.
하고들 시간.
Go, my sinnerlings. I think everybody is asking. Is asking the CEO for the sinnerlings facades. I think that would be incredibly funny. Huh.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
Sorry, it was just like got some news on my phone. Nothing bad. It's just like, huh? Just curious. Wow, that's bad. No, that's good. I've been listening to a lot of.
벌써 목 애를 전부
Sorry, I don't know if it's rap or hip hop. I'm gonna be honest. If not hatred given shape. I don't want you and I don't want you. Here we go. Especially Kill Bill the rapper and Rav. I don't think they make music anymore, which is kind of sad. Because I've been loving their stuff. I bought 2 albums. You're hearing some more noise in there. SOS.
비명 소리가 들리는데 웃을 일이냐고요.
Oh, there are supposed to be sounds of screaming. I see.
높낮이다. 이 정도의 데시벨은 돈키호테의 고함 소리와 일치한다.
Oh no.
잠깐. 아직 전투 구역의 위험 정도가 파악되지 않았다. 저 안은 폐쇄적인 공간인 것 같으니.
그대 히스클리프 군이 있었다면 이런 소리를 할 것 같소.
I think I know. How bloody frustrating. Get to Winge and pick up your tools and get cranking.
제법 웃기네요.
You heard the block person. Start cranking now. Ishmael blasted the door. Holy shit, girl.
여긴 대체 뭐야? 나 왜 묶여 있는 건데?
미안하네. 우린 아무래도 망한 것 같네.
Oh shit, I don't like space.
피시, 우리는 저기저 프레스 기계 속에서 본인은 저 오뚜기 인형이 되어버리는 것 같네.
It's a roly-poly toy.
다시 일어나는 그
I shall be turned into a roly-poly toy that receives forever fall. I love her. I want a roly-poly Don Quixote.
이상한 소리 그만하고 이것 좀 어떻게 풀어봐.
히스클리프군, 정말 미안하네. 본인이 비록 붉은 주머니 코스프레 복장을 얻고 싶었던 마음이 아주 조금은 있었어. 나 자네의 멋진 옷을 구해주려고 했던 것 또한 내 진심이었네.
Oh, she's adorable.
내가 그럴 줄 알았어. 너 이따가
그래도 자네는 멋진 회중식.
I don't think that's comforting, Don.
아, 여기까지 와서 또 시계야.
저는 색연필이 되나봐요. 색도 24가지나 있대요.
24 vibrant color?
살아있는 재료는 오랜만에 보는
They're
것
turning the
같죠?
child into crayons. What would you do if don't get down roly-poly on your bed? Please do not a roly-poly toy.
근데 조금 귀가 아픈 것 같음. 귀에서 저렇게 악을 쓰는 인간들로 만들어진 선물이어야.
자, 그럼 손질을 시작해볼까?
Oh no.
히스클리프 씨, 돈키호테 씨.
Oh, we're here before they get turned into toys. Great.
아직 선물이 되지
I'm
않으셨네요.
pretty sure Don Quixote, pretty sure Dante could solve this, at least for Heathcliff and Dawn, but I don't think I would like see that.
꽤 코지한 분위기군.
Of course Ryosha would like that.
시계 대가리. 진작이 이렇게 반가울 줄이야.
Looks like we got here just in the nick of time. Heathcliff was about to be shoved into the gift-making hydraulic machine press.
내 밧줄을 끊었어. 이리 내려오시게.
내가 말이지 이런 말을 잘 안 하는 성격인데 시계가 되지 않게 해줘서
이 머저리들.
Aldous, let the boy apologize, please.
됐다. 취소할란다.
자, 빨리 정신 차려요. 관리자님, 이제 어떻게 하죠?
Well, we gotta trash this place. Come on, get ready to wear your identities. I always have to be reminded that IDs are actually like a real thing in the game. I gotta reread the explanations for IDs again. See how like they affect the sinners mentally. And how much they like if they still got full possession of their abilities and stuff. Ooh, and I just realized it might be bad for them to have them wear their bad end ideas, huh? I do not think it's true.
당신 짝패군요.
Alright, get him!
꿰뚫려라.
Get your asses! Perfect. Could be better, miss, but it's fine. You're doing your best. That was just the first line of combat. Nothing we can't handle. I think I understand how to use the sinking idea now. I think as soon as I get to 45, I need to guard with Wild Hunt. I can do this now. And then I'm gonna get my horse. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Amazing. Ooh, hold on, let me check some. Oh, okay. I had to look up if I had a roly poly what I was actually thinking it was. At within the heart of gnomes, Don Quixote hit the trees before me. I also knelt down, feeling like I should have been there with them, but I'll just decided to put it to the side. Too bad for this shoe.
준비되었어. 시작하시오. 내 놈들, 도대체 어떻게 해야 그딴 정신머리가 생겨날 수 있는 거지? 관리자님께서 너희로 인해 얼마나 많은 걱정을 했고 위험을 감수했는지 알기는 하나.
사실은 시계 대가리도 그렇게 하자고.
Yeah, like maybe so.
시끄럽다. 관리자님의 이름을 그런 식으로 부르지 마라. 버릇없는 것.
Thank God, Aldous is our biggest glazer.
어릴 적 어머니에게 혼날 때와 흡사한 광경이군.
Mersault, this is not the time for traumatizing on us. Please. Aldous does not seem to slow down at all before it starts going. Bro, the pair completely fell silent, their heads hung low. Hung low? Sorry, that's... Decided to wander away from the scene. The guilty conscience was far too much to bear. We're doing okay.
과도한 정신적 충격으로 잠시 기절했을 뿐이었습니다.
Oh, she's fine.
들려온 것이요.
사람인 거죠?
Gray initially appeared somewhat taken back from the delusion question, but she soon began to open up.
역시 여러분은 도시의 사람들이시군요. 저는 외곽 북쪽에 있는
Cloud
마을.
Town, village to the north of
왜
Cloud.
거기는 저런 노움 같은 괴물들이 많은 건가?
네. 노움만 있는 건 아니고 여러 괴물이 있어요. 제가 본 것도 있지만 저희 마을은 그런 괴물들을 피해 만들어진 곳 중 하나. 오늘도 평소 같다면
갑자기 저들이 들이닥친 거군.
맞아요.
I see. The detectives and the hunters were gone.
원래 괴물들이 올 시기가 아닌데 그래서 안전하다고 생각한 건데 갑자기 썰매를 타고 싸워보려 했지만 대부분 상대가 되지 않으셨고 많은 분이 돌아가셨어요. 너무 무서워서 기절하고 말았는데 죽은 줄 알았는데.
이런 말하기 힘든 얘기까지 들어버렸네.
Aw.
미안하군.
I feel like Gregor was very good with children.
아니에요.
무엇이?
도시에는 48가지 크레용 색깔이 있다는 게 정말인가요? 그 중에 금색이랑 은색도 있다는 것도?
아마도.
그리고 도시에는 사람들만 살고 있는 거죠?
Yeah, but I'll be honest.
죽이려드는 괴물 없이요.
The city might not be as good as you think, girl.
그거 참 복잡한
야.
질문이네. 높은 곳에 올라가서 가끔 바라봤거든요. 도시는 부러웠어요. 다들 괴물에게 언제 당할지 걱정 없이 이웃들과 행복하게 살 수 있을 테니까.
Yeah, how do we tell her?
정말 도시에 와본 적이 없구나. 네?
거기서 거기. 여기나 저기나 죽음은 늘 가깝지.
와, 멋있어. 한 번 더 해주세요.
It's cool.
그리고 다른 사람
여기서
그럴 리가.
어떤 분이신가요?
저희 구름 마을에 제일 가는 사냥꾼.
그 말로 유추해보자면 호수의 고래잡이들처럼 외곽에도 괴물을 전문적으로 잡는 사냥꾼이 있나
Oh,
보.
so I mentioned the hunters are kind of like the fixers from
그런데 그
city.
사람들을 잡았다가 이런 선물을 이 선물은 누구를 주려고?
Oh,
그야 당연히 가엾고 착하며 울지 않는 우리의 이웃들이지요.
why you big like that?
관리자님, 뒤쪽으로.
A large shadow was looming over us. Holy shit, that's much bigger than I thought.
깜짝이야.
나는 이웃에게
산타타?
선물을 나눠주는 산타타입니다.
A guff-palm giant garbed in red carried a massive gift sack on his shoulder. Definitely not a human.
저놈이야. 저놈이 여기 대가리를 했어.
저 옷이래. 저 붉은 옷이 우리가 찾아 헤매다.
Jumped in knees began shouting in unison.
붉은 주머니라는 해결사의 옷.
설마 사슴맨 맞아?
It killed a
닥쳐라.
color fixer? Are you kidding me?
없는 소리를.
After sizing their path with a short circle man, Archie's approached me and spoke in a low voice.
우선 지성체로 보여 대화를 해보긴 하겠지만
이웃이라면 누구?
도시에 우리가 들어갈 수나 있나요?
Yeah, but
저
who then?
당원도 노움인 거야? 노움들이 말하는 걸 들었네만 이곳의 대장은 노움이 아니라
Beard
수염 거인이라
giant.
부른다고 했어.
거인은 또
To believe it's not a
뭐야?
gnome.
진짜.
단테, 저건 환상체는 안.
Nope, not under mighty distortion, says slowly to the whales.
당신들도 선물을 받고 싶은 건가요? 이미 모든 걸 다 가져놓고 외곽에 사는 우리 이웃들은 그날 손꼽아 기다린답니다.
The only day we were out drawing
인간으로
kids.
장난감을 만들어서 인간에게 징후를 가진 자들에게 선물하는 것인가? 순수한 선의만으로.
인간들에게 그런 내려지고 쫓겨난 모든 것들이 몸을 무한한 징후를 담아 언제나 정성스럽게 포장하고
Oh, I see.
있답니다.
협상 결렬이란 말을 길게도 하는군.
Incredibly funny that now this as soon as she realized that we know negotiation, she's smiling. I love her. Wait, I just realized, is INTERVALLO gonna have a dungeon? I don't think so.
의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니
Ooh, I imagine this is gonna be the... Yep, okay, boss time. We need to be locked in. And I assume we're gonna have to hit the sack first. Oh, so there's another INTERVALLO after this, right? Okay, guilds, guys. Actually, yeah. Were you attacking Dawn? Wait, no. Here. Yeah, okay, let's see how this assisted thing works.
그 슬픈 눈빛 헛조구리야.
엎드리도록.
Okay, she used the power counter. Is she gonna interfere now? Let's find out. Oh, I think she did. But she didn't get the... Why didn't you get it? Is that not how it worked? Okay, you go here. There. That's good enough.
그대는 어디까지 가고였을지.
사물. 앵화. 꿰뚫리고 쏟아내려.
너무 유쾌하게.
I'm gonna have to watch a video or read on how Malphite work to see if I can understand better. I know people were trying to teach me how to do that. Red Bull specifically teaches me a lot, but they still do not understand a few things. There we go. And I got a stack. Perfect. Oh yeah, we can kill these guys now. Who are you attacking? Let me see if that's gonna work. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought he was gonna lose every row. Down. Did you lose the clash? Pulse? Okay, there we go. That's the assist. But that didn't seem to do anything. Oh, let's go. Yeah, that did not give me the thing that I needed. You're struggling? Not anymore. Yeah, everyone else has to be doing the right thing. Let's go. Okay, she got 4 stacks of that. We need 10. And 10 after we use after we have 10 stacks of the hat, that means we can use her 3-2 skill, which apparently one of the best skills in the game. Old one! Is that a child? Hello, Roland. That's a gnome. Not exactly a child, although I guess close enough.
지켜줄 테니까.
We do have a horse. Damn, nobody here has a thing, but I guess that's not gonna work a lot. Also, you attack Hare. You. Actually, yeah. Here, you need to be yellow. You can attack this one, and you can attack. Should work fine. I'm gonna pinch their cheek. That's not a child. I think if you pinch their cheeks, you're gonna lose a few fingers. If you wanna see children, there is a way to see children in the game right now. Oh, look who it is. It's Santa Claus. No passives? Be the toy, be the comfort, here's a gift. Okay. I'm gonna be real, I'm pretty sure that we can just... We can Furioso his ass, and... Guess I can block here. Sinking, Clash Power. Can you win? You can win here. Perfect. Yellow. Is Red gonna win? Yeah, Red's gonna win. Oh, we do not have enough people for everybody. Okay. Wait, no, we do. I'm crazy. Okay. I realize we have a counter. Is the Furioso gonna one-shot? Let's find out. Technically, it's not a one-shot because multiple attacks, but still. Oh my god, okay, destroy the sack. Might destroy the body too, yeah. Oh. Yeah. I'm kind of scared of what the game's gonna require of us in the future. If they're giving tats to us right now. So the guts suddenly began to expand. Suddenly a large figure leaped out of the dark and slammed what looked like a stake into Santanta's gut.
정신이 쓰레기가 붙는 듯한 향이구려.
Ugh. I don't like that. Some students dropped the fire while others gagged profusely. Clearly it was a rather painful experience for all.
유독성이 있는 가스는 아닌 것 같습니다. 단지 극한의 불쾌감을 불러일으키는 냄새가 날 뿐.
북쪽의 거인을 쓰러뜨렸지만
Oh, that's a hunter.
처리 방법도 모르는 걸 보니 도시에서 온 사냥꾼들인가.
처리 방법?
북쪽의 거인은 죽기 직전 몸에 가스를 가득 채운 후에 터뜨리면서 산소 폭발.
The man who staked Santanta's gut explained as he approached
이
us.
가스가 산성 체그로 변하기 전에 배에 구멍을 뚫어 가스를 빼내야 하는 거지. 연쇄 반응이라도 일으키면.
Oh, that's cool. They are kind of like fixers, or at least like, yeah, I guess hunters is.
완벽하게 수행되었지.
It's the best name, like the whalers from the Great Lake. Huh, that's cool.
그렇다면
이거 냄새 더럽게 안 빠지네.
You can take a shower back at the bus. Do the bus have showers? I hope so.
도미노 아저씨!
Aww. Crayon would be holding her breath, knife against her nostrils, ran up to the large man and hugged him.
너라도 무사했구나, 크레용. 다행이야.
After stopping for a moment, Aldous briefly gasped for air before approaching Domino.
구름 마을의 괴물 사냥꾼.
A monster hunter.
이제 구름 마을에는 나와 크레용만 남았으니.
Damn.
더 이상 안심하시오. 자네들을 해칠 생각은 추호도 없으니
Aldous relaxed upon Domino's confirmation. He leaned on the wall and looked at the floor in relief.
원래 이 시기에는 이놈들이 우리 마을로 오지 않고 북쪽의 다른 마을로 갔을 터. 그래서 돕기 위해 떠난 것이었다만 이번엔 방식을 바꿨던 모양이군. 돌아와 보니 이미 마을은 습격당했지. 젠장! 크리스마스 전 준비 기간을 항상 맞추던 놈들.
이런 일이 빈번한 것인가?
도시는 몰라도 외곽은 늘 이 모양이요. 지옥같이 괴물 천지인 이곳에서
Yeah.
사람이 살아간다는 것
Things
자체가
everywhere in the world of Project Moon sucks to live if you're not extremely high ranking, and even then,
선물 같지도 않은 것들을
not exactly a very pleasurable experience.
이곳과 비슷한 걸 본 적은 없지만 하나는 확실히 말할 수 있지. 외곽에서의 다른 일들에 비하면 그저 귀여운 수준에 지나지 않는다고. 도시였다면 이런 지옥보다는 나은 삶을 살 수 있지 않았을까? 제법 생각하곤 하지.
It was no easy contemplation to answer it. The outskirts would be a hellish place to live. What he told me is anything to go by, but the city they admire so much is such a warm place itself. Yeah.
그러다면 함께
Oh
도시로
no,
가는 것은
come on.
어떤가?
Donkey shot the stop by herself, realized every other scenery was giving her a look of approval.
말은 고맙군. 하지만
Hmm.
그렇게 간단한 말 한마디로 이 아이라도 도시로 데려갈 수만 있다면 참 도시는 결코 이 아이에게 작은 귀퉁이 하나도 내주지 않을 거야.
도시의 벽을 넘더라도 여러분들이 꿈꾸는 삶을 누리기까지 필요한 준비 서류와 절차만 해도 수십
Exactly.
가지일 것입니다.
서류라. 우리가 지금 와서 갖출 수 있는 서류가 어디 있기나 하겠나. 다른 마을의 청년들처럼 도시에서 일자리를 얻기 위해 공부를 해온 것도 아니고.
Okay, so they do let people from the outskirts into the city sometimes.
아저씨,
There was an uncomfortable silence. Domino cleared his throating and chin.
그래도 감사를 표하지.
제일 좋은 감사 방법이 있긴 한데 반짝거리고.
Oh my god, Rodion!
잘라.
Rodion's eyes were twinkling, nearing stage made it difficult for her to speak, because they couldn't make her point.
반짝거리고 짤랑. 집에 모아놓은 외곽 열차길에서 수집해온 진귀한 것들이니
Locomotive
도시에서도 아마 흔히
tracks!
볼 수 있는 건 아닐
Huh.
거야.
외곽의 수집품이라면 확실히 돈보다
Oh,
더
I
가치
love
있는
that how
물건이 될
like
수도
how
있겠네요.
much Ishmael changed after Canto 5. Just so much more curious. So we entered the room and just shut behind us, right?
그렇습니다. 지금도 열려 있을지 불확실하죠. 제일
관리자님, 제가 감히 의견을 내자면 대호수가 아니더라도 외곽은 외곽. 단지 호기심풀이를 하기 위해 있기는 너무
Yeah, the
위험한
outskirts
곳입니다.
seems way too dangerous for us to explore. At least for
그렇게
now.
돌아가야만 하는 모양이군. 자,
Ooh. Domino tossed a carved wooden doll in my
위험한 것은
direction.
아닌 모양입니다. 우선 퇴각이 급하니 자세한 것은 가서 확인해 보죠.
Some seniors that passed out just were carried by others. Most could not stop gagging at the stench, but still made their way back to the door. Hey, the door is open, nice. Sometime later,
구린 냄새. 카론 대피.
Sharon clicking made her escape to the decks. And Virgil was not happy. She just greeted us to cabins with terrifying gaze.
다들 아주 대단한 모험을 하고 온 모양이군. 표와 살점을 뒤집어 쓰고.
Oh, this is...
관리자, 어차피 나는 네 목소리가 들리지도 않으니 끄덕거리든 목을 좌우로 젓든 물론 내가 원하는 방향이어야겠지만 묻고 싶은 건 단 한 가지다.
I don't know where this is going.
당신의 판단이었나?
I hesitated for a moment before nodding affirmatively. I might get reprimanded, or maybe he was worse things in mind for me, but it was I who decided to go along with the plan. So that have happened without my authorization.
좋아. 그렇다면 질의는 끝입니다. 이 소라는 알아서 해결하고 휴식하도록 하시죠.
See? Virginius likes when we take responsibility for our acts. As long as it doesn't like cause actual like bad things to happen.
잘된 건 아니겠는가? 면담이라는 건
The best conversation they should not have. True.
모두 이것을 보게다.
Oh, she did manage to bring some stuff. Your sack of
그
gifts.
난장판 속에서 또 뭘 집어온 거야? 그 못된 놈들이 전선으로 꾸며놓았던 장식들 말이오.
그 집념.
몰라서 묻는 것인가? 크리스마스 데코레이션이지.
That's such a good voice acting. I love her.
벌써요? 아직 크리스마스는 3개월은 넘게 남았는데.
괜히 누군가의 상처를 들.
괜찮아요. 괜찮아지고 있어요.
Oh, Sinclair is slowly overcoming his fear of
다들
Christmas.
성장하는 법이니까요.
훌륭하오. 그런 의미에서 오늘은 우리 모두 미리미리 파리를 즐겨보는 것이 어떤가?
그런 걸 하려고 거기까지 간 건 아니겠죠?
단테의 설명대로라면 이 소란의 핵심은 히스클.
Heathcliff had been silently brooding in seat with his face buried in his palms. Out of shame, most likely.
그것도 맞지만 찾으려 했던 복장이 그 괴물 거인에게 있었으니 사이즈도 안 맞을 것 같고.
Damn.
됐어. 어차피 내가 생각했던 종류의 옷은 아니었다고.
히스, 그러니까 육지에 가면 우리가 다 골라주고 해준다니까.
옷도 옷인데 그 뭐냐?
지나쳐온 헤어 쿠폰을 발행한 항구선을 말하는 것인가?
Oh, the hair
경로가
saloon.
달라. 그건 사용할 수 있는 조건이 갖춰질 수 없어.
머리는 제가 만져드릴게요. 누나나 동생들 머리를 해준 적이
Aw.
많거든요.
That's
여기에
cute.
얼마나 더 떠 있을 줄 알고. 그리고 난 애초에 뭐가 좋고 나쁜지도 모른단 말이야.
Are you in there?
일단 시행.
애초에 대체 뭘 받은 건데 이렇게 불안해하는 거야?
With a deep heavy sigh, Heathcliff produced a letter.
전달받은 물건이라는 게
아, 이 편지 봉투 저희도 썼던 적이 있어요. 굉장히 고급스러운 종이로 만드는 유통도 얼마 안 되는 종류였는데.
읽어봐도 되는 거야?
그래, 뭐 대단한 것이 있는 거.
그럼 단테가 읽자. 대표니까.
Sure. Rhodia handed me the letter. It was written in a beautiful series of cursive handwriting drawn to an almost calligraphic perfection. I began reading. From Wuthering Heights. Is that a thing? We cordially extend you, honored guest, an invitation to the... Somebody colored over the side of the letter. Venue, Wuthering Heights, the Corp Nest. To a separate invitation, please convene at the designated location by 4 in the afternoon of the 24th with this letter in person. Please honor the occasion with presence. With great respect, Natalie. And now here's a postscript. P.S. I have to be here, Heath. I'll be waiting. Caddy! I have no way to tell what kind of occasion it was on account of being colored over, but clearly the rest of the letter contains and stoked the fire of passion in Heathcliff's heart once again.
그러니까
캐시라는 사람한테 잘 보여야 하니까.
Oh my god, they're both working on teasing him.
그것도 없지는 않은데 그거 말고.
조용. 기다리기 힘들어하는 이유는 확실히 알아들었어. 히스.
뭐야? 왜 그딴 눈가를 하고 다가오는 거야?
Oh my god. Heathcliff just gave Rhodey on infinite ammo.
헤어스타일링은 맡길게요.
선생이라고 불릴 정도는 아니지만요.
야 잠깐! 어디로 끌고 가는 거야? 아이씨, 뭔 씨!
로자 씨 손님이 꽤 세시더라고요. 빠져나오긴 힘들걸요.
The two seniors, practically hauling Heathcliff by his arms, disappeared into the back door. Now Heathcliff's fate was sealed. to be a medic into a now motivated and unbearably bored Rodia's various experimentations. Meanwhile, Dawn's just having the time of her life. Began humming a song, a carol perhaps, as she paced her various figures around the bus. I decided to go out to deck for some air. Leaned on the railing and worked my pockets. The wooden doll another hunter gave me as we hurriedly left. I held it felt statue under my hands. My eyes to distance. What eyes? Wide where the outskirts lie. I thought for a moment about the gnomes, the giant, and the things Domino told me. Suppose there are people with stories in the outskirts too. Stories different from those in the city. I also approached you from behind and stood next to me. Wasn't sure how much what I said she heard.
별을 하나씩 따라가다 보면 언젠가 알게 될 겁니다, 단테. 그러니 우선은 지금 눈앞에 있는 별을 쫓으면 되겠죠.
I have to focus on the stories of the city for now. For now? Oh, Tertesias. If they are right that they want Limbus to go over for over 10 years, we're 100% going to the outskirts eventually. Joyous laughter and frustrated howls echoed of the cabins. They must have finished up dressing Heathcliff. Are they gonna show us, please?
거절하기 어려운 제안이네요.
The added color of the bus interior warmed my heart a little. Oh, it's a good ending. I mean, sure, an entire place has been... Oh, we got the Walpurgis Night. Yield my flesh, playing my bow. Okay, I don't like the implication of this one. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna end the stream here. And then next week, I think on Monday, either Monday or Saturday, we are going to finish the second intervallo for Canto 5. And then soon, still in April, we can start, and hopefully, maybe still in April, we can finish Canto 6. How about that? Oh, I am terrified of what's gonna happen. It all seems too happy, too good to be true, because I know that something really bad is about to happen. Something tells me that Canto 6 is not gonna be a happy one. But it is what it is. Rest well, thank you. Now, let me check here. Oh, Lily's still streaming Voice of the Void. Is she gonna end soon? Let me check. She's not ending, okay. So in this case, raid. It's really bad. Let's go say hi to her. How about that? Okay. Thank you everybody, I had a great time. No stream tomorrow as far as I know. On Sunday I'll be playing Tales of with Flem. We're still organizing a few things. I don't know if it's gonna be Eternia or Rebirth, but we'll find out. Have a good night, have a good time, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.